would appreciate if you could please go over and click on the subscribe and hit the notification so you can know next time we have something new coming on. And sorry for the interruption, but back to the show. Buranjor. In the history of natural world to the supernatural, I found many weird things. But just because I don't know what it is doesn't make it supernatural. While the true heart of science is to always question even yourself. In the end, I have become an objective atheist. I am an atheist, but I want there to be more. The Buranjor is an Australian dinosaur cryptid that resembles the theropod dinosaur, the T-Rex. Or maybe a megaraptoid like Australopithecus, Megaraptor, or Rapator, but it could also be a dinosaur that we do not know from the fossil record. The Buranjor is described as being a giant lizard. According to the Aboriginal mythology, based on sightings, it is 25 feet long and has small clawed hands and walks on two bipedal legs. Though the 1950s, Australian cattle ranchers have reported a large creature leaving bipedal tracks was eating their livestock. Also, earlier Aboriginal accounts suggest that it is a reptile, possibly with feathers, that ate kangaroos and other large animals. If it weren't for the bipedal footprint sightings, the Buranjor could also be Megalania, a prehistoric giant monitor lizard that lived in the area more recently, based on the Aboriginal descriptions. Known as a Buranjor, a mere mention of his name is often guaranteed to send a shiver down the spine of any Aboriginal. Yet, it is not only Aboriginals who claim to have seen these monsters, but also many European stockmen, residents of remote cattle stations, and four-wheel drive travelers. Buranjor can best be described as a huge bipedal walking reptilian monster. Tyrannosaurus comes to mind, although some suggest a species of iguanodon due to the description of long arms. Whatever Buranjor is, it leaves huge three-toed tracks behind it wherever it strides. This is significant because there have been suggestions that the Buranjor could be based upon the extinct giant Australian monitor lizard, which reached up to 30 feet, and which was almost the height reached by the Buranjor, claimed to be seen by both the Aboriginals and the Europeans. Aboriginal rock art showing a bipedal creature with pointed tail, small arms, and a huge mouth is seen around the land. The vast expanses of Central Australia's deep outback, where torrential rock formations point skyward, mystical ancient forests contain living fossil plants, and parched desert scrub growing alongside weird salty lake bottoms, offers a frontier of largely unexplored wilderness. But this land of many mysteries comes most eerie and incredible claims. Reports going back to the Aboriginal legends that mirror strange sightings by generations of European settlers, and even the occasional stories of close encounters by recent travelers. Stories of a living theropod creature like the Tyrannosaurus rex. Aboriginal tribal people tell tales of the Buranjor, the huge reptilian nocturnal creature that has devoured cattle, camels, and kangaroos. Ancient Aboriginal artwork displays a three-toed bipedal form with small front legs and a huge mouth. Clearly, this is something different from their easily distinguished kangaroo artwork. Even still today, the Aboriginal people will fearfully avoid certain locales in which this creature allegedly was seen, and they will abandon areas for some time if tracks of the creature show up. These same telltale tridactyl prints have earned the monster the nickname Old Three Toes by locals to the east. In the state of Victoria, Indigenous people called this same ferocious theropod the Muri Muri. Numerous sightings of the Buranjor's footprints have now been logged across the outback. Pictures and casts show a consistent bipedal track with three huge toes between 2 to 3 feet in diameter, alongside watering holes, alongside riverbanks, and even in the dirt roads. The monster's footprints have been a reason for alarm. According to testimonials, cowmen came across these monsters' tracks in the process of investigating missing livestock. The Burunjor has a penchant for grabbing cows and carrying them off. Rex Gilroy, 2013's Book of Burunjor, The Search for Australia's Living Tyrannosaurus, lists several such scenarios where cows, sometimes several in a single kill site, were found bitten in half and large bones were broken by massive jaws. The area around these kill sites was covered with massive tridactyl reptilian footprints. Recent sightings of the creature is responsible for the massive prints and bovine butchery have been more rare. Burunjors have been seen at night by truckers driving from Stewart Highway, which traverses long and lonely sections of the continent's deep under. A team associated with Sci-Fi Channel's Destination Truth conducted a Burunjor investigation in 2007 that focused on the Northwest. In 2015, Genesis Park staff traversed the outback from the south, traversing the Stewart Highway from Aladane up towards Alice Springs. The team kept busy hiking deep into the Flinders Mountains and camping in the bush, interviewing eyewitnesses, including park rangers, cattle station operators, aboriginals, and truckers, conducting nocturnal vigils, and searching promising areas for footprints. Not a single report of a creature fitting the Burunjor description was received. The area is inhabited by a large monitor lizard, or goanna, called the parentai. One Flinders Rangers claim parentines can grow to 10 feet in length. He observed such an oversized herp swallow a young goat whole and then roar up on its hind legs. Could some of the alleged nocturnal Burunjor sightings possibly involve a paratine instead? At any rate, the Burunjor creature does seem to be known in the lower outback, and follow-up research might be more productive if focused in the area you've not covered up north. Main thing I've always dealt in this, though, is our insane desire to ignore what the natives have said in their own areas. I believe they're almost always going to be right about what they say they've seen. The problem we have is our ability to communicate with them at times and understand truly what they're seeing. They know when they're talking spirit, they know when they're not. We need to understand that better, and then put more credit to the experts that live in the land and see what they know. You may find some amazing secrets. Thank you. To what I call as an early thing of Maximus drag we're heading to, which we're looking at Maximus here. And what have you already done towards your look for this evening? She's got to go perform at the Out and About. And we're going to do some contour makeup and let you see how it looks on her and what we do. But she's already done a little bit of work towards it, so explain it.
I've done my binding shirts. And that's about it right now.
You did some costuming work like on your pants.
Yeah, I just ironed on a couple patches on my pants. Yeah. Not a big deal.
See, she made choices. You gotta make choice on the costume, just not the face. She's got, usually she'd take, but she's got 2 binding shirts that helps take care of that for now.
And you can find them on Amazon, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty cheap.
How much?
This skin toned one I bought for like $30. The black one, it was like $25.
Okay. So, keep moving around. People are like, oh God, you're gonna make me sick, Devin. I'll make sure we got your head. Oh, there, yeah. Finally, that's a nice solid shot. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be laying down hair. We got spirit gum,
And a bowl full of hair.
bowl full of hair. Oh, okay, there she got blurry there for a second. Looking at some stuff we found on YouTube also for a new way of doing it. We used to do the, well, first of all, hello, there. So now you have a face to this weird
Devin,
voice.
get out of my
Video.
view. You're hugging the light.
You're not sharing. Max, don't share.
No, I don't.
Okay. So, what do you want done on the forehead here?
Nothing right now.
Nothing?
No.
Okay.
I'll do that towards the end.
Okay. So, what's your first? Do you want to do the eyebrow or the
Just draw out the pattern that you're gonna do.
And we're doing this along the same line that you would do for the contour for the jawline. Now, you could usually get a stencil, but we're experimenting here with a different look.
In the bathroom, out here,
Yeah.
there is a shadow palette. Use the black.
We are using this pencil, but it
And
was
usually whenever
less
I
left of it than
just
we thought.
draw it on, there's brushes in the bathroom as well.
in there.
Yeah. Usually whenever I draw it on, I just use like a matte black or a matte dark brown
Okay. Well, it's gonna be all mixed.
or anything that's like anything that's not glittery or shimmery or
Yeah, you don't want to go with glitter.
no.
Hold it in your nose. Oh,
It didn't want to.
now your beard's gonna be crooked. It's your punishment.
I usually draw this on, but
Well, we're experimenting and playing and want
Yeah.
to film and look at it.
with my jawline, I'm gonna go ahead and use the matte black and shade it in. You know, just
Okay, see where it's
blend
dark
it
on
in.
the other side.
Sounds already
It's
starting
gonna,
to blend down, so you want to go
blend it down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Trying something new because I usually do like the what everybody calls the douchebag pencil beard.
We tried one time actually laying the hair like in a movie,
Yeah.
and well, people didn't like that. I guess you look too much like a
We're being
man.
stared at by a kitty
How
kitty.
to feel about it? I'm confused on that.
Okay. Now, how'd you want to go with that soul patch?
I was thinking,
Triangular? For the line, or just a line?
probably triangular.
Okay. Chin on more? Or all the way from here?
No, like the
Like right below the lip, like here?
yeah, like the top of the triangle.
Like right there?
Yeah.
Okay. There. And how wide?
Probably that.
Okay. Now after we do the hair, well, that's what I'll do is I'll shade a little bit below it, and then you can add more shading afterwards, right? If you want. Or you want me to do all of it? Just do a little.
If you
touch.
want, you can do it all. I don't care. Yes, kitty, you're
Thin and beautiful.
Yes.
Raise yourself in.
Yes. Messing with that fake Adam's apple.
Yeah.
No.
Sponge. Do we have any in there?
Yeah, there is one sponge in the bathroom.
That one?
Yes, it is a little rectangle. Yeah, pretty much with once you say keep the like facial hair, if you just draw it on to your natural the hair color you have, unless
It's easier.
yeah.
You have less.
people complaining about it. It's like people complain. I mean, why do anything that's going to disrupt from the fantasy?
Exactly.
Okay. Look at that side.
Yes.
Okay.
Got like a 5 o'clock shadow of where I shaved.
Okay. Then we get there. Then we have the whole reason we're doing this two-person this time. Try out this new hair thing. You've seen, who was one you looked at online?
Spiky Van Dyke. I've looked at a couple other ones. I don't remember their names, but they actually did pretty good. Just remember, you gotta let that dry a little bit to where it's tacky. What?
I like it.
Now, I wouldn't recommend laying like actual facial hair, like new kings, unless you have somebody doing it for you. You know.
Once we do this the first time, she'll have absolutely no problem reproducing it herself. Although it's kind of nice to be pampered.
Yes, it is. I don't have to worry about, oh, did I get it on right, you know, or.
And if it doesn't work, she has someone to yell at instead of herself.
And I'm a table
Yeah,
again.
you gotta rake up this hair. You gotta keep it. It gets tangled sometimes sitting there.
My little massage. Facial massage.
And we'll trim it afterwards. So it looks, well, like men's hair does when they first work with it. It doesn't always look that straight and trim. So you gotta first, to get it realistic, make it look messy. Within limits. You don't want to make more work than you have to or waste
I
hair.
usually do the eyebrows last.
Okay. Go take a little look. Go ahead. You get up and go walk over there. You're not gonna move anything. Special thing. Okay.
So what I'm using for my eyebrows is
Up. There you got it.
and then I usually like to go with like a darker brown.
I'm coming down to it. Okay.
So just go like that. And then run it through. Just like that.
And just manage up them eyebrows being thick and unruly as men do. Not nice and taken care of like women do.
And for like the
A little
nose,
arching. The ones. The right hand one needs a little thickening on the top of the arch. Yeah, right there. There. That way it matches.
and then for the nose contour, because women's noses are smaller than men's.
Yeah, she had shadow.
So I'll just take it, bring it down, just like that. Same with the other side. And if it doesn't match up even, don't worry about it.
Kind of blends down the contouring, doesn't it?
And get your little, I guess, angel kiss or whatever it's called.
Oh,
Look right here.
yeah. Whisper line?
And
And also you
shade
should
that
get
in a little bit.
the creases on the side by the nose a little bit. Just a little.
Right here.
Yeah.
And then bring this out. Just a tad.
You able to blend it without the sponge?
Yeah, with my finger.
Okay, because I say I forgot to, I left it in there.
And darken underneath the eyes, because, well, men have more sunken in eyes.
Color on the bottom for men, on the top for women. You can even add lightening the top if you needed to get rid of the shading look on it.
Usually I use a sponge, but not today, so I'll just take my finger
need, we'll go grab it. It's out there.
There you go.
It's in the middle, so it's not going to be stringy like that. And or this is the first one we did. So it's a little lighter on it because I didn't know how well it was going to work. Gotta give him credit though. I think it serves better the purpose of drag work. It looks good without looking offsetting.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Are you feeling the character?
Oh yeah.
Helps your identity when you like to feel. You feel like the person different. Feel like you should be driving a truck. I'll tell you what, it's different than Raven. Raven looked like he's supposed to fix my computer.
Raven was a nerd.
Raven looked like he was going to be one of the nerd squad to come fix my computer, man. He put on glasses.
I come in as Morgan and I leave as Maximus.
It'll be a great show. See you guys next time, and we'll see the development of Maximum Drag as we go.
I was home sleeping.
Okay, just checking on you. Just doing a sound check. Hello.
Hi.
Kind of. Get her. No.
Yeah, I usually do.
Do you want to talk? You talk? You want to talk? Too bad. No talk.
Neck tickles.
Neck tickle.
Ah. Ma. Help me.
Help me, Jeebus.
Stegosaurus. In the history of the natural world to the supernatural, I found many weird things. But just because I don't know what it is doesn't make it supernatural. While the true heart of science is to always question even yourself. In the end, I have become an objective atheist. I am an atheist, but I want there to be more. When I started these damn weird projects, the idea was I gave myself a list of various cryptids and creatures that I wanted to look into. And then once a week I would actually do a little essay on that. The Stegosaurus was added mostly because, it was a rather popular dinosaur and I enjoyed it. And I thought I'd heard a few reports similar to it, and actually I'd seen in some images on some temples of it appearing, which means people would have had to have seen it. Or they could have found the fossils and also guessed, much like we did. Now, I did find some cryptids, though, that were similar. Now, keep in mind, our description, as I just kind of pointed out, was based on fossils. We don't have actually true what it looked like. We're guessing. So, maybe these are or aren't. The Mahuru is a cryptid reported from the jungles of Kenya. The eyewitnesses describe it as a huge, heavily armored beast with large, thick, bony plates on its back and a huge club-like tail. Sounds kind of like a stegosaurus. Missionaries Cal Bombay and his wife made an early report of such a creature as well. There's a speculation that this may have been of the plant-eating dinosaur known as Stegosaurus, believed to have been extinct for 150 million years. The Stegosaurus was a large herbivorous quadruped from the late Jurassic period. Contrary to witness description of the Mahuru, the Stegosaurus was not heavily armored and had a thagomizer at the end of its tail rather than a bony club. However, both are features found in ankylosaurs, another group of armored dinosaurs. Another postulation is that in the 150 million years since the youngest stegosaur fossils were found, a subspecies might have developed new features, like a club tail or lighter armor. Another cryptid that sounds a lot like the Stegosaurus is the Mbilu. This fearsome creature is found in the Republic of Congo in the Likuana region. Witnesses say the Mbilu is a herbivore with large jagged planks on its back. The jagged back makes it sound like an extremely huge crocodile, or even a new species of crocodile. But crocodiles certainly aren't herbivores, which makes some researchers consider the Mbilu may be of a family of dinosaurs known as the Stegosaur. Stegosaurus is the most well-known of these dinosaurs, but there were other species which researchers think this one could have adapted to aquatic conditions and made its home into the rivers and the lakes of the Congos.